Hello, I'm Katie from EVPL Central. Today I'm going to talk about books from the Our Summer Growing Stories Suggested Reading List. I will be showing you books suggested for adults. So the first book I'm going to talk about today is The Babysitter, My Summers with a Serial Killer by Liza Rodman and Jennifer Jordan. This book is part true crime, part biography. Liza, the first author, spent some childhood summers in Provincetown, and while her mom was working or, in general off doing adult things, she would spend time with the motel handyman, and she thought of him, as her babysitter. He took her and her sister, all over town, and he was always very nice to them. But, many years later, she started to have nightmares about him, and when she talked to her mother about it, her mother was like, well, it did turn out later that he was a serial killer. And so she went on to write this book about Tony, who was her babysitter and also a serial killer. Moving on to fiction, we have The Bromance Book Club by Lyssa Kay Adams. In this romance, this is a second chance romance. Gavin is a professional baseball player, and he and his wife are on the brink of divorce when he is recruited into the Bromance Book Club, a book club of men who read romance novels to try and learn more about how to make their relationships better. He's very skeptical, but he starts reading the book, and over the course of this book, we start to see him and his wife Thea maybe grow closer together again. The Gunkle by Stephen Rowley is a fun book set in Palm Springs. It's also a book about grief. Patrick and his niece Maisie and his nephew Grant have all lost somebody very important and close to them, and they are spending the summer navigating that together. Maisie and Grant lost their mother Sarah, and Sarah was Patrick's college best friend and also, of course, his sister-in-law. The kids go to spend the summer with their uncle after their mother passes away, and they learn a lot of lessons. Weird Sisters by Terry Pratchett is part of his famous Discworld series. If you're unfamiliar with Terry Pratchett, know that he has a sense of humor unlike anyone else's. This book is about three witches, Granny Weatherwax, Nanny Ogg, and Magrat Garlic, and is loosely based on Macbeth and the three witches in that play. So these were just a few of the books from the suggested reading list for adults. Look for Our Summer book displays at EVPL locations. You'll know them by their orange dots. Have a good day.